This is Umar Ahmed for IFL TV in association with MTK Global. I'm joined by Mr. Ben Davison. Of course, a huge fight week over in Gibraltar. Heavyweight clash between Alexander Povetkin and DILLIAN WHYTE. What do you think happens this Saturday, Ben?
I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen because I don't know. Well, we know what Povetkin's going to do, but we don't know what DILLIAN WHYTE's going to do. One thing I've said all the way through is I've been very impressed with his mentality. He lost the fight, and the mentality of getting straight back in there, his attitude towards it, the way he's gone about it, I've been very impressed with. So I'd love to see him do it. But we don't know what he's going to do, so I can't say how the fight's going to go.
Do you think the fact that this fight has been delayed gives DILLIAN a slightly better chance? Because obviously it was a heavy knockout, so that extra time, do you think that benefits him or not?
Potentially, but I think it depends. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how he's going to go about the fight, but I know how he needs to go about the fight. So it depends on how if he's made an adjustment to how he's going to go about the fight. If he's going to go about the fight in the right way. When you get two top quality operators, which they both are, very often it does boil down to tactics and game plans and that kind of thing.
Well, how does he need to go about the fight, DILLIAN?
It needs to be like, I understand people saying, he needs to keep him, a nice solid jab and that. But if you throw a very predictable, same rhythm, same timing, same speed, same power jab, it becomes predictable, which means Povetkin's brilliant at getting underneath and outside and around the jab to then counter you with a right hand over the top, with a left uppercut, with a left hook, or to get underneath it and come over. So you have to be varied with that lead hand. It can't always be the same speed, the same distance, the same power. And that's the important thing. And then let everything flow off of that. Feints also are important to throw Povetkin's timing off. And then when he does end up in a clinch and inside, he needs to be physical, use his weight advantage, use his size advantage, and let that play out on the older man's, not calling him an old man, but an older man's legs in Povetkin. But he also needs to be smart in picking his moments of when to go. If he looks to go too soon, not to say that you can't clip him too soon, but if he gets a little bit too carried away too soon, you don't want to be in 50-50 exchanges. Both guys can punch. So it's about picking his moments, and the varied lead hand and varied timing is the important part for me because, like I say, Povetkin's very good at getting underneath and around the side of the jab. So that's important. And the other thing is not giving anything away to Povetkin too easily, to use his feet, half a step out, reposition, and not sit at that distance where Povetkin can let those shots go. Keep him occupied and get your distance right, which again boils back to that nice varied lead hand, an unpredictable lead hand. He can vary his distances up off of that.
That varied lead hand you're talking about, have you seen that from DILLIAN so far in his major fights?
Fighters do these things subconsciously. I don't know if it's something that he does consciously. I've not had a conversation with him about his boxing, but they do that subconsciously. It's just, it needs to be emphasised. It needs to be emphasised in this fight, in my opinion, for the reasons that I gave. If it's a predictable jab, there's a good chance he'll get countered by Povetkin. So he needs to throw Povetkin's timing off, throw his sense of distance off, which then makes it easier for him to get his off and not take anything clean back. And like I say, make sure that he's physical when they are in a clinch to try and wear Povetkin down.
Do you see it as a 50-50 fight, this rematch?
It's a hard one because I called it a 50-50 last time because both guys can punch. They say don't hook with a hooker. They both got good left hooks. So if they stand there exchanging, and that's what I meant earlier, if they're there exchanging and trading leather early on, they're 50-50 moments. 50-50 moments. If DILLIAN's smart, varies his lead hand, varies his distance, doesn't sit at that distance that he was letting Povetkin get off that left hook to the body, which then led to the left uppercut on the chin. Either smothers him, two ways to not get hit, too far away or too close. and doesn't sit in that mid-distance, unless he's softened Povetkin up and it's the right moment, then he'll be in control. It's not 50-50 moments. It's just when they are in that mid-distance and both letting leather go, they are 50-50 moments.
Okay, we look forward to that fight this weekend. Just before I let you go, Ben, obviously I've just done a thing with Lee McGregor and also Shabazz, which you can watch on IFL TV. Any news on Lee Wood? What's happening with him?
We're just waiting at the minute. He's got a little bit of a hand injury at the moment. So just letting that heal and recover. But hopefully get some news in the next few weeks. Yeah, so just waiting to hear on that.
And with Josh, when do you expect to fly out to the States, Ben?
We'll be over about 4 or 5 weeks before. Make sure that we're there with plenty of time. So there's no problems with adjusting, adapting and acclimatising. Make sure that no stone's left unturned. Okay,
Ben, thanks very much for your time today. Well done the other night as well with Lee and Shabazz with their wins, and we'll have a talk soon, all right?
Yeah, I just want to say I don't want people to think that with Shabazz have been. It was a good performance. It was actually a very good performance. You know, it was a very one-sided fight, and often people don't dismantle him in one-sided fights like that. It was just I know what that lad's capable of. So, you know, I'm setting the 10's higher than your average 10 when we're talking about putting it at a 5 out of 10, you know?
I get what you're saying. Thanks for your time today, and we'll speak soon. All right, take care.
Cheers, mate.